Kepler-22b. Kepler-22b was the first confirmed planet to orbit within the habitable zone of a Sun-like star, a groundbreaking discovery announced by NASA in 2011. Located about 600 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus, this planet orbits its parent star every 290 days, making its year not too different from ours. Its star, Kepler-22, is slightly smaller and cooler than the Sun, which means the habitable zone lies closer in. Kepler-22b is about 2.4 times the radius of Earth, placing it in the category of super-Earths. Scientists are still unsure whether it's rocky like our planet or more gaseous, like a mini Neptune. However, if it does have a solid surface and an atmosphere with the right balance of greenhouse gases, its temperature could be close to 22 degrees Celsius 72 degrees Fahrenheit, remarkably comfortable for liquid water. Because of its distance, telescopes cannot yet analyze its atmosphere directly. Still, Kepler-22b was a milestone in the search for life beyond Earth. It was the first clear evidence that worlds like ours might not be rare. It opened the cosmic door to the idea that habitable planets could be everywhere, orbiting stars just like our Sun. Kepler-452b. Dubbed Earth's older cousin, Kepler-452b orbits a star very similar to our Sun, just 1,400 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus. Discovered in 2015 by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, this exoplanet lies squarely within its star's habitable zone. Its orbital period is 385 days, almost identical to Earth's. Kepler-452b is about 1.6 times the size of Earth, suggesting a rocky composition, and receives about 10% more sunlight than we do. Its parent star, however, is about 1.5 billion years older than our Sun. This means Kepler-452b may have experienced a longer period of habitability, or, conversely, could be entering a runaway greenhouse phase as its star grows hotter. If oceans and continents ever formed there, life might have had billions of years more to evolve. However, the increased solar energy could also have stripped away much of its water, making it resemble a superheated Earth. Either way, Kepler-452b gives scientists a window into our own planet's distant future, a possible glimpse of what Earth might look like a billion years from now. Gliese 581c. Discovered in 2007, Gliese 581c was once hailed as the most Earth-like planet known. It orbits a red dwarf star just 20 light-years away in the constellation Libra, making it one of the closer exoplanets on this list. With an orbital period of only 13 Earth days, it circles its star much faster than Earth does the Sun, but because its star is cooler, Gliese 581c lies within the habitable zone. The planet is about 1.5 times Earth's radius and 5 times its mass, suggesting a dense, rocky world. However, early optimism faded when models showed it might actually be too hot on its star-facing side, possibly a scorching desert. On the dark side, temperatures could be far below freezing. If Gliese 581c is tidally locked, with one side always facing its star, a thin twilight zone between day and night might exist where temperatures allow liquid water. However, the star's frequent flares and radiation could make it hostile to life as we know it. Still, its proximity and intriguing properties make it one of the most studied and debated exoplanets ever discovered. 55 Cancri. Located just 40 light-years away in the constellation Cancer, 55 Cancri E is a truly exotic world. Discovered in 2004, it's about twice Earth's radius and orbits its star in less than 18 hours, so close that its surface temperature exceeds 2,000 degrees Celsius. At first glance, that sounds utterly uninhabitable. But what makes 55 Cancri E fascinating is its composition. Based on its density and the carbon-rich environment of its star, scientists believe much of the planet could be made of carbon, possibly forming massive layers of graphite and diamond beneath its surface. That's why it's often called the Diamond Planet. Though it's far too hot for life, 55 Cancri E offers crucial insight into how diverse planetary systems can be. Observations from the Spitzer Space Telescope show that its surface may host lava flows or an atmosphere of vaporized minerals. Kepler-438b. Kepler-438b, discovered in 2015, is one of the most Earth-sized planets ever found. just 12% larger than Earth and receiving nearly the same amount of starlight. Located 470 light-years away in the constellation Lyra, it orbits a red dwarf every 35 days, well within the habitable zone. Its temperature and light levels suggest that liquid water could exist on its surface. However, there's a catch. Red dwarfs are known for violent stellar flares that can strip away planetary atmospheres. In 2017, scientists observed massive flares from Kepler-438 star, strong enough to destroy any protective atmosphere over time. If Kepler-438b ever had oceans or breathable air, they may have been blown away long ago. Still, if the planet managed to regenerate or shield its atmosphere, perhaps through a strong magnetic field, it might be one of the best potential homes for life discovered so far. Kepler-186f. Discovered in 2014, Kepler-186f made headlines as the first truly Earth-sized planet found within its star's habitable zone. Located about 490 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus, it orbits a red dwarf star every 130 days. Its star is cooler and dimmer than our Sun, meaning the planet receives less light, about one-third of what Earth gets. Kepler-186f is just 10% larger than Earth, suggesting a rocky composition and possibly a surface where liquid water could exist. Because it's in the outer edge of the habitable zone, it might have colder temperatures, perhaps more like the twilight edges of Earth's poles. Whether it can support life depends on its atmosphere. If it has enough carbon dioxide to trap heat, the planet could sustain oceans and a mild climate. Unlike many red dwarfs, Kepler-180 star appears relatively quiet, making this planet one of the most promising candidates for life. Scientists see it as a major milestone, proof that Earth-like planets orbit small, dim stars throughout the galaxy. In a universe filled with billions of red dwarfs, Kepler-186f may represent an entire class of potentially habitable worlds. Proxima Centauri b. In 2016, astronomers announced a discovery that electrified the world, a potentially habitable planet orbiting Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to the Sun. Just 4.24 light-years away, Proxima Centauri b is the closest exoplanet ever found and perhaps the most intriguing. The planet orbits its small red dwarf every 11 days, receiving a similar amount of energy from its star as Earth gets from the Sun. It's about 1.3 times Earth's mass, likely rocky, and possibly with liquid water. But there's a challenge. Its star is extremely active, unleashing powerful flares that could strip away the atmosphere. However, if Proxima b has a strong magnetic field or a thick atmosphere, it could shield itself from radiation. Its proximity makes it the prime target for future interstellar missions like Breakthrough Starshot, which aims to send laser-propelled microprobes to reach it within a human lifetime. GJ-1214b. Located just 48 light-years away in the constellation Ophiuchus, GJ-1214b is one of the most studied exoplanets due to its unique composition. Discovered in 2009, it is about 2.7 times Earth's radius and 7 times its mass, classifying it as a mini-Neptune. But unlike gas giants, its density suggests it might be rich in water, earning it the nickname the Water World. Its thick atmosphere, composed of water vapor or hydrogen, could create intense greenhouse effects. Surface temperatures might reach several hundred degrees Celsius, forming a global ocean covered by superheated steam clouds. Even if it's too hot for life as we know it, GJ-1214b provides critical insight into ocean planets, worlds where water dominates the landscape. The James Webb Space Telescope recently analyzed its atmosphere in unprecedented detail. Kepler-62f. Discovered in 2013, Kepler-62f lies about 1,200 light-years away in the constellation Lyra. It's part of a 5-planet system orbiting a star smaller and cooler than our Sun. Kepler-62f is 1.4 times Earth's radius and located comfortably within the habitable zone. Models suggest it may have a dense atmosphere capable of trapping heat, allowing for global oceans and mild climates. If covered in water, its surface might look like a blue marble, an endless sea world with little or no land. Its 267-day orbit makes it comparable to Earth's year, and simulations indicate it could maintain liquid water even with modest greenhouse gases. Kepler-62f is particularly exciting because it shows how life might evolve on planets orbiting cooler stars. It could be a water-rich, stable environment, one where evolution might have taken an entirely different but equally fascinating path. TRAPPIST-1e. In 2017, scientists discovered the TRAPPIST-1 system, 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting a cool red dwarf just 40 light-years away. Among them, TRAPPIST-1e stands out as the most Earth-like. It's nearly the same size, receives similar light and heat, and sits right in the middle of the habitable zone. TRAPPIST-1e likely has a rocky surface, a dense atmosphere, and possibly liquid water. Its star is dimmer and cooler than our Sun, meaning daylight there would appear reddish-orange. Days and nights might last forever, since it's probably tidally locked. Still, computer models suggest its climate could support oceans and even temperate regions where life might thrive. The TRAPPIST-1 system has become the crown jewel of exoplanet research. 7 worlds, 3 potentially habitable, orbiting 1 small star. TRAPPIST-1e, in particular, is the best hope we've found so far, a true second Earth, waiting quietly in the cosmic neighborhood, just 40 light-years away.